There and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is going to be my first ever book haul and I'm so excited for this. I'm not usually an impulsive buyer, like I have a list in my mind for whatever I want to get, and this time I just went a little crazy, so I've got 15 plus books that I want to show you guys and I am so excited, so let's get started. The first two books that I've got are both by Neil Gaiman. I've got Coraline and The Graveyard Book. I only wanted to get Coraline, like the cover caught my attention and I read the synopsis and I was like, oh, I have to get this. And then in my Amazon recommendations, I saw this book and I was like, okay, now I'm going to buy both of them because they are so amazing, and these are the illustrated editions. So they have these little creepy pictures in them and I just love these. Look at this. I've read both of these. I just couldn't wait. I gave them both 4 stars. They are such amazing books and I cannot wait to pick up more books by Neil Gaiman. This book that I've got is The Enchanted Castle by E. Nesbit. I hope that's how you pronounce it. But this is about 3 children who venture into the woods one day and they stumble upon this castle, and there's a princess inside who gives them the tour of this castle and everything, and it sounds so interesting. I don't know why, but I just love children's books. The next I've got 2 books by Colleen Hoover. I have November 9 and All Your Perfects, and I have read All Your Perfects and I am probably going to read November 9, but I want to say that I do not support Colleen Hoover. I think her writing is incredibly problematic and she romanticizes abuse and there is so much overuse of trauma in her books. I'm not going to lie, I have read 6 of her books and I only gave 5 stars to Verity, which was also really fucked up, but I think that was the point of that book. All the others I just didn't really like, and also there are so many controversies about her nowadays. She also approved a coloring book to be made out of It Ends With Us, and that book is literally about domestic abuse. How can she do that? It was such an insensitive move on her part, and I do not support her. I will not be buying any more of her books or reading them for that matter. I'm not trying to judge or shame anyone here. If you love her books, it's fine, you do you, but that was just my personal opinion. I have absolutely no idea how this happened, but if you have noticed, I bought like pairs of books. So the next 2 books that I have are by Margaret Rogerson. I hope that's how you pronounce it. So I have An Enchantment of Ravens, which I'm sure you have seen or heard about. Then I have Vespertine. I read this book's synopsis and I was like, I have to get this whether or not I get An Enchantment of Ravens. But these were on like some kind of sale on Amazon, so I got both of them and I'm so excited to read these. I also wanted to get The Sorcery of Thorns, but it was about 400 rupees, which is not worth it for a paperback, so I did not get that one. I also wanted to get Lore. I was in a mood to read fantasy, but that was also about 700 rupees, which is also not worth it for a paperback, so I didn't get those. Maybe I got The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I have read this as well. I gave this 4 stars, mainly because this just reignited my love for Greek mythology. I have always been obsessed, but this just made me want to read more of it, so I'm really glad that I read this book, and it's so beautiful as well. And just look at the size of this book, it's bigger than my face. The Maidens just kind of reignited my love for Greek mythology and tragedies, so I got a Penguin Classics edition of Greek tragedy. It has 3 tragedies in it. Forgive me if I just say something wrong, but it has Agamemnon, Oedipus Rex and Medea. One of which I think Medea I know a little bit about, but I'm very excited to read this as well. I've got The Bell Jar and I don't remember anything about this. I've read it. I give it probably 3 or 2 stars. I don't remember anything, so let's not talk about it. I've got Tess of the Uberwillis by Thomas Hardy. I hope that is how you pronounce the title. I just have no idea, but I'm very excited to read this as well. This is my first ever hardback. It was a very good deal on Amazon. I think I got it for $189, which is a very good price for a hardback. Next I've got When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. Just look at this cover. This is the most beautiful cover that I've ever laid my eyes on. It's so beautiful. No idea how to explain this, so I'm just going to read the synopsis to you guys. Women Take Flight, Wincassin 1955. In a world where girls and women are taught to be quiet, the dragons inside them are about to be set free and nothing will ever be the same again. When hundreds and thousands of ordinary women sprout wings, scales, and talons and take to the skies in a blaze of fire and fury, Alex Green is one of those left behind. And no one will talk about what happened. Best forgotten, everyone says. But Alex can't forget, nor does she want to. I cannot wait to read this. It sounds so interesting, and I think I'm going to read this in the next week or so. Dracula by Bram Stoker. So if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with vampires, and the obsession started with Twilight and it just goes on. So obviously I had to get the story of the original vampire. I think I saw Katie reading this. I will link her channel down below if I can. But I'm very excited to read this as well, and I feel like I say excited in every single sentence that I speak. Please bear with me. Next two books were very kindly sent to me by an online bookstore. So I've got The Song of Achilles and The House in the Cerulean Sea. How beautiful is this cover? I just love it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm very excited to read this as well. Excited is officially my favorite word. And now about The Song of Achilles. If you were one of those people who recommended me this book, just know that I love you. I wish the best of the best for you. I hope your next 5 reads are all 5 stars. Like, thank you so much. This is my favorite book of all times. Like, now I can finally say without hesitation that I found a favorite book. This is so special to me. I will never be able to get over Achilles and Patroclus. Ever just want to read one book from my recommendations, please read this one. I am pretty sure that you will not be disappointed. Like, this is so good, and I just knew that I would love it. I think about just 10 pages in and I was like, oh, this is going to break my heart and I'm going to love it. I don't know what else to say, but just read this book, please. These were all the books that I got, and now I'm going to go on a self-imposed book buying ban for at least 2 to 3 months. I've got enough books. And also, if you've read any of these books, then please let me know in the comments. I would love to talk about it. And if you want to follow me on my Bookstagram, I will link it down below so you can. We have a lot of fun there. So busy with college and studies that I didn't get to upload a lot of videos here, but we are so near 50 subscribers and it makes me so happy. So if you've been here since the starting, or if you have considered subscribing, thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching the full video as well. I really appreciate you. I love you and hope I'll see you around. Bye.